Hi, I'm Jenny with theforestdaisy. I decided to do Christmas in July, so I have some holiday themed DIYs to show you. If you like crafting, home decor, thrifting, and upcycles, please subscribe to my channel. My stepdad cut some star shapes out of some wood for me. I stained some of them with some antique wax and I applied that with a foam brush, then wiped off the excess with a paper towel. The other ones, I also used a foam brush to apply some white chalk paint. I always like to use my heat gun after I paint or stain to make sure it dries faster. The white stars, I went around the edges and gave it a distressed look with the antique wax, and the stained stars, I dry brushed white paint to give a snowy effect. Then I cut out some holiday sayings with my Cricut and I applied the vinyl onto those stars. And for some of them, I made bows with Dollar Tree ribbon. And this one is a red and black, like gingham plaid with some snowflakes on it that I thought was really cute. And Dollar Tree always has different prints that you can choose from. I trimmed up the edges of the ribbon and then glued that at the top of the star. Another style that I did for the stained one, I put the vinyl off to the side. I glued down a piece of greenery that I had from Dollar Tree from a couple years ago, and I made another bow, but with Amazon ribbon. My stepdad also cut out some wooden tag shapes and I painted some of them white, some green, and the other ones with red chalk paint. And again, I cut out some holiday and Christmas sayings with my Cricut, transferred the vinyl onto those, and then this jute rope was from Amazon. I put a long strip through the hole at the top and tied a knot to make the hanger. I had some pieces of 2x4 that I stained with antique wax. I used a foam brush to apply that on all sides. I also had some of these wood slice ornaments from Amazon that I thought would be good as a reindeer nose. So I painted one side with red chalk paint, and I usually get my paint from Walmart. Then I added Dollar Tree wood glue to the back of that wood slice and put that at the bottom of one side of the 2x4. I painted a black circle with a paint pen and then added dots in the eyes and added some accents onto the noses with a white paint pen. And these berries, I believe I got from Walmart. I cut pieces of those off and then I trimmed down some of the berries in those bunches just so they were more uniform looking. And I stapled those at the top with my staple gun and added some hot glue to make it stay in place. I tied a knot in a piece of burlap ribbon and pulled the ends out so it looked like ears. And then I glued that onto the top of the 2x4 as well. And I did a different combination of greenery and berries and different accent pieces so that each of the reindeer had their own unique look. For this next craft, I painted a couple of smaller pieces of 2x4 wood with white paint. Then I added a dot of hot glue in the center, wrapped a strip of this pretty green velvet ribbon around horizontally, glued the other end down. Then I added another strip going vertically so that the ribbon crossed and made it look like a wrapped present. I also made a bow with that same ribbon and I glued it into the center of the wood. Then I stained the other two pieces of wood and did the exact same steps, but I also wanted to show this red ribbon. And I did one of each ribbon for both of the sets. I found this wood box planter at a garage sale and glued a piece of felt behind the snowflake cutout so that it wasn't see-through. I added some burlap inside to add height instead of using floral foam, then placed a couple greenery picks from Walmart into the box and also put in a couple stems of other flowers that added to the snowy theme.